Good evening, tasters. Nivel here again with another nightcap note. Well, recently I've done some themes. If you remember, I did some Glen whiskies, I did some small batch whiskies, and back in spring I did some whiskies that were peated. Well, it's summer here in Australia. Actually, it's the last month of summer, but the days are nice and warm. So my theme for the next few weeks is 10-year-old Speyside whiskies. Now, Speyside is a small area around the River Spey, and it contains nearly half of the distilleries in Scotland. It's actually a small subset area of the Highlands. And if you remember the map from Glengoyne last week, it shows the Highlands to be the top part of Scotland. Well, there are some distilleries in Speyside that on the label classify themselves as Highland, and yet they are clearly in the Speyside area. Two examples of this are Glenfarclas and Arbelauer. For the purposes of this theme, I'm going to only look at 10-year-old whiskies that label themselves as Speyside. The first of these 10-year-old Speyside whiskies is the Benromach 10-year-old. Now, this map, which is like a silhouette of the Speyside area, shows where the Benromach distillery is. Benromach 10-year-old, mostly matured in bourbon casks and finished in sherry. It comes in at 43%, and here in Australia we can buy it for about $80. So looking at the colour, it's a pale gold, but looks really good. Nice, bright colour. Pretty handy nose too. Dark chocolate. Wood shavings. So there's quite a bit of oak influence on it. A little hint of licorice and maybe a waft of peat. Nice nose. Oh, that's smooth. Smooth as. Lovely spice and creaminess. Something grassy or herbal about it. And a hint of baked apple. But there's a lot of white pepper there too. And near the end there's a sherry character, almost Fino sherry, if you know the dry sherries from wherever they come from. The sherry's really quite noticeable on the finish. And there's a delightful smokiness, and it's quite warming. For a 10-year-old, this is a damn fine drop, and very typical of what Speyside can produce. 10 years old, lovely whiskey. And there's more to come.